Well, hello everybody. Bart over here. Long time no hear. iPad mini 6 showed up at my doorstep yesterday, and given the fact that I haven't seen any YouTube videos yet using it with ForeFlight, I decided to, well, record this very impromptu video, very preliminary, but at least give you my initial, reaction to it and some thoughts. First of all, what we have here, we have an iPad mini 4. I've been running this before, that's what I've been running, and iPad mini 6, 256 gigabytes, Wi-Fi. Both are Wi-Fi only. I wanted to do it side by side like this, just to show you not only the differences in viewable screen size. It does appear obviously larger, and it is larger viewable size, but also look at the response time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just see how the map is kind of, it's lag. The lag is pronounced. Here, it's pretty instantaneous. The zooming, everything works on ForeFlight with no hesitation. The startup time is almost instantaneous here. The startup here takes few seconds. Obviously if you have iPad mini 5, that might not be as bad as this one, but much difference in performance gains. Really quickly, what does this come with? It comes with the USB charger, USB-C charger, and that's the new plug. And then I also have bought this I'll show you maybe in the next video, a 180-degree plug, because the idea is I'm going to plug it in like this in the cockpit and sneak the cable and plug it into the charger in the aircraft, and it's made by Anker. I did preliminary fit. It seems like it will work fine. I wish I could buy a coiled one, but I couldn't find a coiled one, meaning the cable would be coiled. Okay, now on to the bad things, or not so good things. As you can see, well, first of all, this is my mount. It's called iPad mounts, iPad Pilot mounts, I think is the name of the website that I bought it from. Just very simple but very functional design, very light. It uses the RAM Easy Roller Cradle. This is for iPad mini 4, and I thought, given that the width of the two iPads were the same, that it would fit. It does fit, albeit not very well. And even with my crude Polish engineering here, modifications, and those modifications were to go into the garage and then sand the lip here on both sides and put a little bit of a cushioning, and in order to bring the iPad a little higher, because the height of the new iPad mini 6 is a little shorter than the iPad mini 4 and 5. But the problem is the back of the iPad, well, the entire housing is not rounded on the back like the iPad mini 4 and 5, and therefore when you put it on the cradle, it just doesn't fit very well, meaning it'll work. As you can see, it's snapped in, and the height, it'll catch us here with my modification. You can see I raised it up so it doesn't drop all the way in, otherwise it would not catch that. But you see, it just won't fit because of the difference in housing. I don't know what you call it, just design geometry. It's squared as opposed to rounded. So that's the deal. So long story short, I'll make it work, and it seems like it's secure. But probably when RAM releases the new mount, they'll probably have to do new mold, and everything. And then I will probably swap it out and put a proper mount. But it seems to be working. But again, you would have to Dremel it out a little bit, well, quite a bit actually, because the housing is thicker than iPad mini 4 and 5, and then put a little bit, well, that's at least my solution, put a little bit of a foam, high density foam is what I did, to cushion it and also bring it up so it'll engage here properly, because the last thing you would want to do is this thing will just fall out, right? So it needs to be snapped properly. But it seems like it's working. It just doesn't look very professional. And of course, if you were to have Apple Pencil, which would attach here, then it would not attach, I don't think. So I think when RAM makes the new mount, I would suspect that they would redesign it so that there's gonna be some kind of a cutout or whatever they will do, so that you could clip the Apple pencil or pen to the side of the housing. and also bought a cover for it too, just a cheap cover, like it's flexible. It's interesting that Chinese already had this thing available for sale before even this thing launched. So obviously they have some inside information, and RAM doesn't, probably, because they don't have the cradle available yet. So that's, I think, enough of that very quick and dirty review. I think I would be really happy with this. The other functions, like the lack of home buttons and relocating everything on top, this seems everything's working really nice. I think I'm going to be really happy with this iPad mini. Like I said, ForeFlight performance is just quite noticeable. Thank you very much for watching.